A local health department warning you about a deadly but preventable viral disease. Vaughn with Hoover's Public Health Department joining us now to talk about rabies. Vaughn, what happens when you contract rabies?
Rabies is a fatal but preventable viral disease. It can spread to people and pets if they are bitten or scratched by an animal that's infected with rabies. In the United States, rabies is mostly found in wild animals like bats, raccoons, skunks, and foxes. The rabies virus infects the central nervous system. If a person does not receive the appropriate medical care for a potential rabies exposure, the virus can cause disease in the brain and ultimately resulting in death. Rabies can be prevented by vaccinating your pets, staying away from wildlife, and seeking medical care after potential exposures by catching and testing the animal that has bitten or that you've been exposed to before symptoms start.
Yeah, and you mentioned those bites. How exactly is rabies transmitted?
Rabies, like I said, it's transmitted through direct contact, such as through broken skin or mucous membranes in the eyes, nose, or mouth, or with saliva or brain nervous system tissues from an infected animal. So far this year in Nebraska, there's been 9 positive rabies cases, and 5 of those were bats, 2 skunks, 1 cat, and 1 horse. And in 2021, there were 26 bats, 1 skunk, 1 cow, 1 cat, and 1 dog that were positive for rabies.
So there's definitely a reason you have the bats behind you. Stay away from those. How do we protect ourselves?
You're going to protect yourself. Most commonly affected animals in the U.S. are raccoons, skunks, foxes, and bats. So stay away from wildlife. If you find an injured animal, do not touch it. Contact local authorities. Keep your pets, dogs, cats, ferrets vaccinated, and follow all of your veterinarian's recommendations for domestic animals. And if you think you may have been exposed, to a rabid animal, make sure it's 100% preventable. So you want to get prompt care with it. You want to know the location of the exposing animal. Animals can be kept under observation or tested to determine if they have rabies. You want to call your health department or your primary care provider to determine the next steps. The most important thing, if you think that you have had or suspect any contact with a bat, or you find a bat in your home after awakening, like from a nap or in the morning from your evening sleep, do not catch and release the animal back into the wild. It's imperative that you take the bat to the local veterinarian or humane society to have it tested for rabies in order to prevent unnecessary and costly rabies treatments. Bats do have very fine teeth, and they have a chemical in their saliva that numbs your skin. So most people don't even know if that they have been bitten by a bat.
Wow. Wow, that's really scary. Thanks so much, Vaughn.
Thank you for having me.